September 3, 2023, Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky announced his decision to dismiss the Ukrainian Defense Minister, Oleksiy Reznikov. This is coming as Russian troops are reportedly 6 kilometers from the city center of Kupiansk, one of the regions they deserted last year. Russian forces took control of the Kupiansk-Svatovo road in the direction of Berestovo. Units of the 27th Motorized Rifle Brigade, reinforced by units of the 1431st Moro Rifle Regiment, broke through the defense of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, and established control over the highway, north of Stelmaovka. This is a tactical success for the Russian army. Far greater losses than this have befallen the Ukrainian and Western alliance since the so-called counteroffensive was announced. As previously reported, the counteroffensive has been a huge failure. Many analysts believe this is the reason the Ukrainian government is firing the defense minister who has been with them from the beginning. Things are reportedly going so bad for the Ukrainians that getting volunteers to fight for Ukraine nowadays is like getting a camel to go through the eye of a needle. Even the few fighters they have left are either surrendering en masse or deserting. In subsequent publications, I'll publish report from a Polish volunteer, who detailed the dire situation in the Ukrainian army, and the mind-boggling number of deaths recorded almost on daily basis. This will probably explain why Ukraine is now relying almost solely on drones, and why the defense minister had to be fired at this time. There sure has to be some scapegoating. Yet, there is no sign the Zelensky guys want any peace at all. So far, none of the territories Russia took from Ukraine has returned to Ukraine. Instead, the battered Russian-occupied territories get almost instant facelifts, and are turned into modern cities overnight, like Mariupol, Bakhmut, etc. But somehow, Ukrainians and their Western allies want to retake Crimea that Russia annexed way back in 2014, when Yanukovych, a democratically elected president of Ukraine, was criminally chased out of power through Western-sponsored protests, just because he was pro-Russian. Many do not know that the so-called Russia-Ukraine war that started in February of 2022 actually began in 2014. Do a little bit of research and you will be shocked. Now, with the West sending F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine in this crazy and senseless proxy war, and Russia activating its incredibly deadly Satan II intercontinental ballistic missiles, what we have staring us in the face isn't just an empty threat for war. It's a real descent into nuclear war. You see, the West built their whole lives around resources from colonized territories, mostly in Africa. All of that is changing now, because they became too arrogant and conceited, that they ignored Russia's capacity to undermine and bring them down. No one else understands the secrets of their dealings in these colonial territories like Russia does. And because they chose war over peace, Russia is now at the point of no return in dismantling their hegemonic hold on Africa and beyond. It's a fight to finish. And from the look of things, Russia and BRICS are winning, in the sense that these colonies now have Russia's backing to revolt and kick out the West and take back their stolen liberties. And in Ukraine, Russia has resisted even the most irresistible provocation to engage the West directly, because the plan is to pin them down in Ukraine and make the human cost unbearable for them as they bleed economically. And that has been successfully accomplished. Now, the West is frantically and desperately looking for ways to come out of the shadows and engage with Russia directly. Not because they will win, but because they will create a lot of chaos and attempt to take advantage of it. If this fails or delays, you will soon hear of another pandemic lockdowns again. It's already brewing. Anything to stop the tide of change. But I don't see it stopping because this is our time. Viva Mother Africa. Viva Africa. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Africa. God bless Biafra, and may God bless Russia. Have a blessed day, stay safe and stay tuned for more updates.